I had my first ride on the back of a motorcycle when I was 6 years old, and it changed my life. Although I didn't know it at the time. Wore out a Vespa motor scooter my dad had. I was actually 17 when I got my first motorcycle, but I really enjoy riding off-road from a young age. Probably 10 years I didn't own a car. Used to be a 365er. I got a Sportster with 100,000 miles on it. Basically, in 1981, I was working for a company that supplied Harley-Davidson with generators. At that time, when Harley quit buying it, it became a dead product line, and I figured I knew what to do with that. So I bought that machinery and had a 6-volt generator and a 12-volt generator. We've since developed a full line of charging components to cover from 1936 to present day. It's all we do, and we take it very seriously. Try to make the highest quality charging components, the highest quality, most durable charging components to the American V-twin market, and we can't do it better. We don't bother doing it at all. Generator with the field coils in the housing, and see if I can find here's one without the terminals on. This is a 32 amp charging system. Harley-Davidson and other people use a shunt drop type regulator to control voltage. How that works is it draws full power out of the stator all the time. Any power you're not using, it turns it to heat. And I can demonstrate that to you. We're going to plug in brand H over here because that's where everybody started originally. When we start this up, this gauge is measuring amps coming from the stator to the regulator. This measuring amps from the regulator out to the rest of the system. As you can see, there's a lot more amps going in than coming out. And the difference is just being turned to heat, thrown away. You're drawing power out of the motor, turning it into electrical power, sending it to the regulator, and anything you don't use, then turn it to heat. As we turn lights on, you'll see DC amps come up. Turn lights off, DC amps go down. But AC amps are just staying high the whole time. Listen to how that box down. Those three all do the same thing. We can watch your favorite brand, or we come over to my favorite brand. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. No, just kidding. What we do, we block amps to control volts. What that means is, if you don't use it, we don't draw it out of the stators. You can see AC amps are staying low until we turn lights on. AC amps and DC amps go up and down together. So we only draw what we need out of the stator. It's less drag on the motor, stator runs cooler, regulator runs cooler, and we are also fully protected against voltage spikes, which means that unplugging it, plugging it back in while it's running doesn't hurt it. That will blow out other regulators. But if you listen to this one now. Missed that on the camera. Did you hear how that wound down? Drag's a drag.
Drag is a drag.